Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs then in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the 4th week of April. The session will be very important and helpful for you, so do watch the video till the end. First question: SIDBI, that is your Small Industries Development Bank of India, has approved a grant of 600 crore rupees to Maharashtra government under the SIDBI Cluster Development Fund to meet the MSME's skilled manpower demand. Alright, in order to meet the MSME skilled manpower demand, SIDBI has recently approved a grant of 600 crore rupees. First thing that you need to remember. Then tell me, if I ask you, which is the first state in India that has implemented dynamic map? What is this dynamic map? Dynamic map is for villages to track land ownership, and this map was implemented by Bihar. It was implemented by Bihar. Next question: who was recently appointed as the vice chairperson of Niti Aayog from 1st of May 2022? Who was, tell me the current vice chairperson? Currently, he is Suman K. Berry. He is the current vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. He has replaced whom? He will be replacing whom as the vice chairperson of Niti Aayog? He will be replacing Rajiv Kumar. Alright, he will step down on 30th of April 2022 from the post of vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. Similarly, if I ask you, remember, Suman K. Berry will be the third vice chairperson of Niti Aayog in less than 3 years or less than 8 years. Alright, that is within 8 years he has been appointed as the third vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. So remember, Suman K. Berry, important. Next, Dash Ministry has signed a pact with UNDP, that is your United Nations Development Program, for localization of sustainable development goals. For localization of sustainable development goals, Dash Ministry has signed a pact with UNDP. It is your United Nations Development Program, headquarters is in New York. So remember, Panchayati Raj Ministry signed a pact with UNDP for localization of sustainable development goals. Similarly, if I ask you, Dash organization has released a battery swapping policy. A battery swapping policy was released by which organization? It is your Niti Aayog that has released the battery swapping policy recently. Similarly, Dash signed an MOU with public broadcasters of Argentina. Prasar Bharati has recently signed an MOU with the public broadcasters of Argentina. Another thing you need to remember. Recently, which state observed Minority Rights Day on 18th of December? Just a quick question that remember on 18th of December every year Tamil Nadu observes the Minority Rights Day. Similarly, if I ask you which country will be hosting the World Congress of Accounts, this is for the first time this country will be hosting this World Congress of Account. It is your India, and it is after 180 years that India will be hosting this World Congress of Accounts after its inauguration. The World Book and Copyright Day 2022 was observed on dash. World Book and Copyright Day is observed on 23rd of April. Alright, it is to celebrate and promote the enjoyment of books and reading. This observance of the World Book and Copyright Day is annually organized by UNESCO. It is organized by UNESCO, and where is the headquarters? Paris of UNESCO. Next question is, who is the author of the book Glimpses of the History? This book, Glimpses of the World History, this book has been authored by Jawaharlal Nehru. Important. Alright. Jawaharlal Nehru wrote such famous books as Autobiography, The Discovery of India, and The Glimpses of World History. These are the three books: Autobiography, Discovery of India, Glimpses of World History. These are the books. And remember, Nehru is the son of Motilal Nehru, who was born on 14th of November 1889 in Allahabad. So this book, Glimpse of the World History, has been authored by Jawaharlal Nehru. Similarly, if I ask you, dash is the country's first district with library. Country's first district with library in every village. In every village. It is your which district? Jamtara district. And where is this Jamtara district located? This district is located in Jharkhand. It is located in Jharkhand. Next, which city gets the India's first digital bus service with a tap in and tap out facility? Important question. Mark this. This tap in and tap out facility has been started in which city of India? It is Mumbai, Maharashtra, that this tap in tap out facility has been started, and it is the India's first digital bus service. This facility aims at increasing the digitization of the bus ticketing system in order to make traveling across Mumbai easier. Mumbai will become the first city in the country to get 100% digital buses with a tap in and tap out facility. Similarly, tell me, which is India's first global Ayush Investment and Innovation Summit? Where was India's first global Ayush Investment and Innovation Summit 2022 concluded? It was in Gandhinagar. And where is Gandhinagar? It is in Gujarat. Next, which organization recently signed an MOU with West Bengal Small Industries Development Corporation Limited to develop the MSME ecosystem in West Bengal? Tell me, I repeat the question. Which organization recently signed an MOU with West Bengal Small Industries Development Corporation Limited to develop the MSME ecosystem in the West Bengal? It is your SIDBI. It is your SIDBI. That is your Small Industries and Development Bank of India. Correct option is third. Similarly, if I ask you, India's first Amrit Sarovar established in dash. India's first Amrit Sarovar. Where is being this established? It is in Rampur. And where is this Rampur? Rampur is in UP. Then similarly, dash became the first city in India to get vacuum-based sewer system. A vacuum-based sewer system. Which is the first city to get this vacuum-based sewer system? It is Agra. Important question. Mark this. Similarly, tell me, which was the first airline of India, or just tell me which was the first airline that used Gagan navigation system, to land aircraft. Which is this first airline that used the Gagan navigation system to land an aircraft? It is Indigo. It is Indigo. Next, name the personality from India who recently received the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award 2022 at the 80th annual Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Awards ceremony that was held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. I repeat, name the personality who received the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award at the 80th edition of annual Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Award ceremony that was held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, who is the personality? He is the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, was awarded or he has received the first edition of Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award for the year 2022. The award was instituted by a Pune-based Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Smriti Pristhan, a public charitable trust that is run by the Mangeshkar family. Alright, here we are talking about Lata Mangeshkar, and we know Lata Mangeshkar was a very famous singer. Next, which state's enterprise architecture implementation and e-proposal system was recently won the UN's World Summit on the Information Society Prizes 2022 champion projects? I repeat, which state's enterprise architecture implementation, that is an e-portal system, that was recently won the United Nations World Summit on the Information Society Prize 2022, that is champion project? It is of which state? It is of Meghalaya. Meghalaya Enterprise Architecture Implementation and e-proposal system, a key initiative of the planning department of the government of Meghalaya, has been selected by the United Nations World Summit on the Information Society Prizes 2022, that is for the champion project. In other way, simple way, who was awarded with the champion project? Which state was awarded with the champion project? It was Meghalaya. So correct option here is Meghalaya. Next, who was recently reappointed as the president of France for the second term? He is Emmanuel Macron has been appointed as the president of France for the second term, or you can say for the second term. Alright, apart from this, if I ask you, Bheem UPI recently, Bheem UPI became an operational at dash terminal in dash country. It has been become operational in Neopay. It has become operational at Neopay terminal, that is at United Arab Emirates. Alright, so UPI is now working at UAE. And where was also UPI being transported, or which was the country that will be using the benefits of this UPI? It was your Nepal. Next question is, National Panchayati Raj Day is observed across the globe, we know, on 24th of April. Now tell me, this was the which edition? It was the 13th edition of the National Panchayati Raj Day that was observed on 24th of April 2022. That means for the first time this day was observed on 24th of April in 2010 as the National Panchayati Raj Day. Which was the constitutional amendment that came into force that is related to Panchayati Raj? That is the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, and this came in 1993. So the correct option here is option 3rd. Next question, who was recently appointed as the chairman of the Ravi and Byas Water Tribunal? Remember, Vineet Saran has been appointed. He's the Justice Vineet Saran of the Supreme Court, who has been appointed as the chairman of the Ravi and Byas Water Terminal. Alright, it is important, this question. If we are talking about this Ravi and Byas Water Tribunal, this Ravi and Byas Water Tribunal was constituted in 1986 for the verification of quantum of usage of water that has been claimed by Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. I repeat, this Ravi and Byas Water Tribunal is to keep check on the usage of water that has been claimed by Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. And who is recently appointed as the chairman of this Ravi and Byas Water Tribunal? He is Vineet Saran. Next, if I ask you, recently India has recently participated as the guest of honor at the Paris Book Festival of 2022. I repeat, India has recently acted or recently participated as the guest of honor at the Paris Book Festival that was held in 2022. Next, this book, that is the story of a 21st century slave revolt. This book has been authored by whom? Laura T. Murphy has authored this book. Remember, this book tells the story of a small group of enslaved villagers of Uttar Pradesh who founded their own town of Azadnagar after staging a rebellion against their slaveholders. Alright, this book will be published by HarperCollins India, and this book will be released on 23rd of April. So correct option is Laura T. Murphy. Next, India entered the Guinness Book of World Records by waving 78,220 flags simultaneously at Veer Kunwar Singh Vijayotsav program at Dash. So tell me, where was this? India has entered at what location? Where was this Veer Kunwar Singh Vijayotsav program organized? During this program only, India has entered the Guinness Book of World Records by waving 78,220 flags simultaneously. So it was Bhojpur, Bihar. Then remember, regarding Bihar, Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is the place where there will be a statue of sleeping Buddha that will be established here. Alright, at Bodh Gaya, Bihar. Next, if I ask you some other questions, such as Elon Musk. Elon Musk has acquired Twitter for what amount? For $44 billion. Alright, for how much amount? For $44 billion. Then tell me, who has been appointed as the next CEO of Aditya Birla Capital? He is Vishakha Mulye. Vishakha Mulye has been appointed as the next CEO of Aditya Birla Capital. Alright, then tell me, who has been appointed as the co-chairperson of UNICEF's Yuva Fund? For Yuva Board, or you can say for Yuva Fund, who has been appointed as the new co-chairperson of the UNICEF's Yuva Board? He is Ashwin Yadi. Ashwin Yadi has been appointed as the co-chairperson of the Yuva Board of UNICEF. Next, if I ask you, who has been appointed as the chairperson of NASSCOM? Chairperson of NASSCOM, he is Krishnan Ramanujan. Krishnan Ramanujan has been appointed as the chairperson of NASSCOM. Next, Dash became India's first carbon neutral panchayat with the inauguration of 50 kilowatt solar power plant. Remember, recent Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir in the Palli village. Alright, here this 500 kilowatt of solar power plant will be inaugurated, and this power plant has been made with a record time of just 2 to 3 weeks taken for its completion. So recently, remember, Palli of Jammu and Kashmir has become the first carbon neutral panchayat with the inauguration of 500 kilowatt of solar power plant here. Next, according to Trends World Military Expenditure 2021 report that was released by CIPRI in April 2022, India's military spending is dash highest in the world while dash tops. So remember, highest is of USA, followed by China, and on third it is your India. So correct option here becomes option third, that India stands at third position and USA is at first position. Next, but before that, if I ask you, tell me, who has been appointed as the chairperson of Tata Digital? Chairperson of Tata Digital, he is N. Chandrasekaran. N. Chandrasekaran has been appointed as the chairperson of Tata Digital. Next, which payment bank recently partnered with IndusInd Bank to provide fixed deposit facility? So remember, it was your IndusInd Bank along with the Airtel Payments Bank. They both have partnered together to launch or to provide fixed deposit. Alright, it is to provide fixed deposit, and the customers will receive an annual interest rate of up to 6.5%, and senior people will receive an extra 0.5% return on annually. So it is your Airtel Payments Bank along with IndusInd Bank. They will be providing a fixed deposit facility with 6.5% rate annually. Next question. Who recently became the Prime Minister of Slovenia? Who has been became the Prime Minister of Slovenia? He is Robert Golob. He has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Slovenia and he is from Liberal Freedom Movement's party. Alright. Apart from this, similarly, if I ask you, tell me, Dash is the recipient of Champions of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2021. I repeat, who has been appointed or who is the recipient of Champions of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2021? He is Sir David Attenborough. And remember, this award, that is the Champions of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award, is presented by which organization? It is UNEP, and the headquarters of United Nations Environment Program is in Nairobi, Kenya. Next, Tesla co-founder and world's richest person Elon Musk recently acquired Twitter for $44 billion. Poison pill. This was enacted by which organization? It was also by Twitter. Poison pill. Next, James Dringwell Rambai recently passed away. He was the former chief minister of which state? He was the former chief minister of Meghalaya. Alright, the former chief minister of Meghalaya, he died at the age of 88. And remember, he has won 3 consecutive terms as the MLA from the Meghalaya's Rai Bhoi district in 1993, then in 1998 and then in 2003. He was also elected as the Meghalaya's Assembly Speaker. Alright, and remember in 2006 he was appointed as the Chief Minister of Meghalaya and he served till March 2007. He is James Dringwell Rambai. Next question. United Nations International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day was observed across the globe on 26th of April. Where is this Chernobyl? Chernobyl is in Ukraine. Alright. This is the place where a nuclear reactor was blasted and all the area located near this Chernobyl reactor was radiated. Alright. If the area is containing radiation, it is not environment friendly or it is not suitable for any living being to live there because it will interact with your DNA, it will change your DNA and various leads to various diseases and one of them is cancer. Alright, so where is this Chernobyl reactor located? It is located in Ukraine. Now the question is that this day is observed on 26th of April 2022. It is to commemorate the dash anniversary. It was the dash anniversary of this Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. So remember, it was the 36th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear reactor disaster. Alright, and when it took place, this nuclear plant reactor disaster took place on, that is 26th of April in 1986. This was the first ever International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day that was observed on 2017. I repeat, here we are talking about International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day was observed across the globe on 26th of April 2022 and it is to commemorate the memory of the 36th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. But if I ask you, this is the anniversary for the disaster that took place in 1986. But if the question is, which is the edition of this International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day 2022 observed? So remember, this day is for the first time that was observed on 2017 and now in 2022 this will be the 5th anniversary or 5th edition of this International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day. Alright. So don't get confused. You should know what it is asking. It is asking about the anniversary or it is asking about the anniversary of the reactor in which starting it took place. Alright, that was in 1986. Next, if the question asked to you is dash which organization has received the India Pharma Innovation of the Year Award? I repeat, India Pharma Innovation of the Year Award has been received by Glenmark. And which organization provided or gave this award, that is the India Pharma Innovation of the Year Award, to Glenmark? It was your Government of India. Next, if I ask you the question that recently IIT Delhi has signed an MOU with POSOCO to conduct R&D, that is your research and development on India's power sector. I repeat, IIT Delhi has signed an MOU with which organization? It is with POSOCO to do research and development on India's power sector. Apart from this, remember New Space India Limited. New Space India Limited has signed a pact with OneWeb. For satellite launches. Next, which city will get India's first vacuum-based sewer system? We discussed it. It is your Agra of Uttar Pradesh that will be getting the India's first vacuum-based sewer system. Next, name the India's first dairy community radio station that was recently launched by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat. So, what is the name of this? Can you tell me first? We have done this video. It is Doodh Vani. It is the name of the India's first dairy community radio station that was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat. It is Gujarat. So the correct option is option 5. For the first time in 180 years, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is set to host the 21st World Congress of Accounts. We did this question that after 118 years, for the first time, ICAI will be hosting the 21st World Congress of Accounts. In where this will be hosted where, and we have discussed this also, that it will be hosted at dash. It will be hosted at Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it will be in Geo World Convention Center that was recently built in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Alright, important. Next question. In which city the world's largest cyber exercise named Lock Shields 2022 was conducted by the NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence? I repeat, this exercise Locked Shields 2022 was conducted by NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence, where it was in Estonia. This exercise was conducted, and in Estonia also it was Tallinn of Estonia where this exercise was conducted by the name Locked Shield, and it was a cyber defense exercise. It was a cyber defense exercise that was conducted by NATO. Next, Dash became the first Indian company to reach the market capitalization of 19 lakh crore rupees. It is your Reliance Industries Limited that became the first Indian company to reach a market cap of 19 lakh crore rupees. So the correct option is option 2. Then the question is, who recently received the 223rd Commonwealth Point of Light Award for his voluntary service through Bidyondo, an educational voluntary organization in Bangladesh? He was Kishore Kumar Das. He is a social worker and he started an organization by the name Bidyondo. This organization, or you can say this organization, is providing education to over 1200 children from the marginalized background of Bangladesh. The students or the children who cannot study, those who are not privileged, those who do not have enough amount of money to gain education, this Bidyondo is helping such type of students. And this Bidyondo was started by whom? Kishore Kumar Das, and this is the reason he was awarded with the Commonwealth Point of Light Award. And who is the head of Commonwealth? Remember, head of Commonwealth is Queen Elizabeth II, who is the head of Commonwealth, who presented Kishore Kumar Das with this award. And from which country did Kishore Kumar Das belong? He is from Bangladesh. Next, who received recently the 3rd edition of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix 2022, or who has won the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix 2022 that was held in Italy? He is Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen drives for Red Bull. He drives for Red Bull, and this is the 3rd edition. So question will be asked, who won the 3rd edition of Emilia Romagna Grand Prix? He is Max Verstappen. He drives for Red Bull, and this Emilia Romagna was held in Italy. Name the Indian Grandmaster who recently won the Menorca Open Chess Tournament. Indian Grandmaster who won the Menorca Open Chess Tournament is, who is he? Domaraju Gukesh. Alright, he is Domaraju Gukesh. Important, mark this. Also remember, in this he secured the 1st position. But if I ask you who secured the 2nd position, he is Aryan Chopra. Grandmaster Aryan Chopra secured the 2nd position in this event. Next, which ministry launched Azadi Ka Amrit Kahaniya, a short video series created in collaboration with OTT platform Netflix. Remember, it is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting that has launched this Azadi Ki Amrit Kahaniya. This is a short video series that is created in collaboration with Netflix. Next, in April, Dash became the first district in India to cover 100% households under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Sehat scheme. So it was your, tell me Dash, which district? Which is the district that has been recently or that has recently covered 100% households under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, that is your Sehat scheme. It is Samba. Samba is the first district in India, and Samba is of Jammu and Kashmir that has covered 100% households under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, that is your Sehat scheme. The aim of this scheme is to extend health insurance. What is the health of this Sehat scheme? It is to provide health insurance coverage to all the residents of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and it provides free of cost insurance cover to all the residents of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Next, recently Hall and Bell, that is your Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Bharat Electrics Limited, has signed a contract to develop the long range dual band infrared search and track system, that is IRST, for which spacecraft or for which fighter jet? It will be developed for Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. Remember this Hall question can be asked in reverse format, that IRST, that is infrared search and track system, has been developed by which two organization? It is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Bharat Electronics Limited, and this will be developed for which jet? It is for Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. Also remember, this will be made under Make in India initiative. Next, according to Global Land Outlook 2nd edition, Land Restoration for Recovery and Resilience, this was the report that was released by United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Around 16 million square kilometer of land surface will be degraded by what year? Around 16 million square kilometer of land will be degraded by 2050. Alright, this report was released by United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. This is important. Also remember, this 16 million square kilometer that will be degraded by 2050 accounts for 11% of the world's land surface. This degradation of land will result in severe climate induced disturbances, which will result in disruption of food supply, forced migrations, and increased species extinction. Alright, various species that won't be getting the right amount of food in that degraded land will extinct. So correct option is option 3rd. Next, name the personality from India who recently was honored with Order of the Merit in the Diplomatic Service of Peru, Jose Georgia Paz Soldan. Tell me, who is the personality who received from India who was honored with this Order of the Merit in Diplomatic Service of Peru, Jose Giorgio Paz Soldan? He is Adishar BK Dubasji. Alright, he was the former honorary consul of Peru based in Mumbai. He was honored with the Order of the Merit in the Diplomatic Service of Peru, Jose Giorgio Paz Soldan. This is the highest distinction conferred by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Government of Peru. Alright, important, mark this. Next, name the Padma awardee who was authored or who has authored the book Not Just a Night Watchman, My Innings in the BBC. I repeat, Vinod Rai. Vinod Rai has authored the book Not Just a Night Watchman, My Innings in BCCI. This book features his 33 months as the chairman of the Supreme Court appointed Committee of Administration of the Boards of Control for the Cricket in India, that is your BCCI. Alright, also remember, Vinod Rai was honored with Padma Bhushan in 2016 for civil service. If we are talking about highest civilian awards of India, Bharat Ratna is on top, Padma Vibhushan, then Padma Shri, and then is your Padma Bhushan. That is the you can say 4th highest civilian award of India. Highest civilian award is Bharat Ratna, 2nd highest civilian award is Padma Vibhushan, and 3rd highest is Padma Shri. Next question. What is the theme of the International Girls in ICT Day 2022 observed across the globe on 28th of April? So remember, the theme of the International Girls in ICT, that is your Information and Communication Day, observed on 28th of April, is access and safety. This is the theme. Alright, access and safety, and it is observed on 28th of April. Similarly, there is a term STEM. This is science and technology, engineering and mathematics. Do remember this also. Next, the blue Aadhaar card for child below dash. This blue, recently we know Aadhaar card is of white and it contains 444, that is 12 digits in the Aadhaar card number. Another thing that you need to remember, this blue Aadhaar card has been recently launched for the people below the age of, or for the children below the age of 5 years. Alright. Also remember, the blue Aadhaar contains similarly 12 digits for a child below of 5 years and rest process is same. Next, what is the currency of Chile? Currency of Chile is peso. What is the capital of Chile? It is Santiago. Who is the president of Chile? Gabriel Boric is the current president of Chile, and peso is the currency of Chile. Next, in days, what does A stands for? But first of all, what is this days? What is this days? Recently, remember, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has launched a day scheme. Where was this day scheme launched? It was launched in Uttar Pradesh. Now remember, if we are talking about this day scheme, the chairman of Dr. Ambedkar Foundation, Virendra Kumar, launched Dr. Ambedkar Center for Excellence, that is DACE. Dr. Ambedkar Center for Excellence, DACE. This was launched by whom? It was launched by Virendra Kumar, who is the chairman of Dr. Ambedkar Foundation. And where was this launched? In Banaras, UP. It was launched from Banaras Hindu University of UP, that is in Varanasi. Now question asked here is, what does A stands for? D is for doctor, A is for Ambedkar, C is for center and E is for excellence. So option 2 is correct here. What is the reason for this setting up of days? These are being set up to provide high quality free coaching facilities to scheduled caste students for civil service examinations that are conducted by the UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission, and the fees will be 75,000 per annum per student will be provided to the university for 100 students. Next, name the state that recently approved the India's first gene bank program for biodiversity conservation. Remember where this first gene bank program for biodiversity conservation was set up? It was set up in Maharashtra. Where was this set up? It was set up in Maharashtra. The program will be run by State Biodiversity Board to sustain and continue the work. Next question, which ministry is the nodal ministry of Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak campaign? Which is the responsible ministry? It is Ministry of Rural Development. Alright, I repeat, who is the, or which is the responsible ministry for the nodal ministry of, or which is the nodal ministry of, or you can say the responsible ministry of Azadi Ka Antyodaya Tak campaign? The ministry is Ministry of Rural Development. And who is the minister? Giriraj Singh is the minister. Alright, this ministry launched the Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak, a 90-day campaign with a mission to saturate 75 districts across 28 states and union territories with 17 selected beneficiary schemes of 9 central ministries. Alright, as I told you, what is this nodal ministry? You can say responsible ministry, which take care of the implementation of programs. Next question is, as per the recent data that was released by Chain Analysis, India secured 21st position in total crypto gains in the year 2021, while United States of America has topped the list. Recently, Government of India has imposed a tax of 30% on the total gains of cryptocurrencies. Remember this also. Next question, which country recently withdrew from the United Nations World Tourism Organization, that is your UNWTO? So it is your Russia that has recently withdrawn itself from the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Alright, earlier remember it was in March that UNWTO wanted to suspend Russia for its war against Ukraine, and this approvement or this decision was approved by two-thirds of its 159 member states at a two-day General Assembly that was in Spain. Coming back, Russia has recently withdrew from the UNWTO. Next question. Which bank recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSME in India? It was your ICICI Bank that has been recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSMEs in India. The ecosystem is supported by three pillars: enhanced banking services for existing customers, a variety of banking service to MSMEs and who are customers of the banks, other banks, and a wide range of value added services for everyone. So these are basically the three pillars. So correct option here is ICICI Bank, and it has launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSME in India. So friends, this was our session. I hope you enjoyed our session. If you want us to continue with such sessions, all you have to do is comment below and do like our video. If you want us to continue with such revision videos, and if you want us to bring more and more revision videos in future, all you have to do is comment below, because the value of your comment is very high. Thank you. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.